Welcome to the channel. As of right now, this channel doesn't even have a name, so I'll figure that out before I post it. So I have my first 3D printer, Bambu Labs Mini or A1 Mini. So it's finally here. They had a big sale. There was a delay. So anyway, I finally got mine. I had this jade white spool sitting around for maybe 2 weeks or so. It's been driving me nuts. So I'm excited to do it. I'm excited to get it. So let's get her open. So I've been told that with the A1 Mini, you could have this up and running, doing your first test print in 20 minutes, 20 to 30 minutes. So we'll see if that's the case. And as far as test prints go, I've been excited for years to do a benchy. Then a week after I ordered the printer, there's all kinds of controversy online about the benchy. And people talking about boycotting the benchy and everything. Like, what's going on? And then the week after that, my whole YouTube feed is all about this firmware update with Bambu Labs, the maker of the A1 Mini, and some may not buy it again and everything. So I was debating on whether or not I was even going to keep my order or cancel. Decided to keep it, obviously, and just see what happens. But what an odd time to decide to buy. So let's see here. Piano box winding kit. So it looks like it comes with Bambu Labs. They sell little kits that you can make certain items, like I believe a motor for the benchy. I believe that was there. A few other items, and looks like they put one in this kit, which I didn't expect. Little piano piano music machine, or little piano music box. So we'll check that out later. Set that in the back here. So that's the tube to feed the filament through, and some 20 grams of filament to test her out. Let's see here. All right. Okay, where's the accessory box? All right, don't be so quick to throw everything away. So here's the tools. Not that I don't have tools here, but size is that? Little magnetic tray, which helps keep those small screws in check. Now, I wanted a printer for years. Couldn't really justify getting it. I wasn't sure if I just make a few prints and then leave it and let that money just sit there and go to waste. And I'm bad for wanting. I don't have to have the best of everything, but I want quality. So most of the printers I was always looking at were more than I want to spend if I didn't know if I was actually going to use it. And then one of the ones I believe I wanted was Prinsu. So Prinsu was one of them. Can't remember if it was Creality was one of the other printers I was looking at. But I mean, there's budget printers around that I obviously didn't end up going for at the time. So one day my wife mentioned she wanted a 3D printer. And I said, why? And she just, I don't know, I guess she had a few things she wanted to print. And so at that point, I was back on wanting a 3D printer. I didn't stop thinking about it, so looked around and found out about this printer, or this brand, Bambu Labs, through some YouTube videos. Everybody was praising them. And then they were talking about the A1 Mini. I said it's a great starter printer, and so on. So I decided to look into it some more, and then end up buying it. So hopefully it ends up being as good as everybody says it is. Now, they had it on sale, and in Canada it's $249. I believe it was much more than that before, and that's why everybody was so excited about it. So it was going for $249, but they had it on sale for $219. So I thought, at that price, I need to try this. But we had things going on with wife's vehicle, and wanted to wait on that before I spent the money. And last day of the sale, I decide to buy it. Kind of had everything figured out at that point. Decided to buy it. Go on the website. The website won't load. Tried different browsers. Tried everything else. Would not work. So checked back a couple times. Nothing. So the next day, website's working again. I contact Bambu Labs and I say, listen, your website was down, and I was trying to buy a printer, and then because it was down, I obviously didn't get a chance to do that. Would you be willing to honor your sale that you had on yesterday? Waited a couple of days, got a message back, and they said, no, I'm sure you understand, but no, we cannot honor that. So, a little disappointed with that, but I decided beforehand that there was a good chance that they weren't going to do it, and I wasn't going to complain about it or let that end it, because I really wanted the printer. So I was going to buy it anyway for the $250. So that's what I did. Obviously would have liked to get the sale, but I waited. I missed out. It is what it is. I think I'm going to use the test filament. I don't know if it's the same jade white. Might be. But I'll use this just in case run into any issues. So for me, I've always been into DIYing everything. Some because I like work with my hands. Other times because things are expensive. So even working on vehicles when I was 16, started working on my own vehicle when I had a quote for repairing my vehicle. Actually, it wasn't a quote. It was the fact that they had to get parts, which, I mean, that happens. But I had to wait 2 days to get it fixed. And I decided, and I had to take the bus to get around. So at that point I decided, I'm going to learn how to fix my own vehicles. And if I have to be down 2 days, to be down because of me, not because of someone else. And we went from there. So for anything, even, I mean, this bench was a kit, but I built that. I have a welding cart. I learned how to weld. I built a rack for my kayak. I don't think you can see the kayaks up on the ceiling there. Built a rack to carry that on top of my Jeep. Built that because the style of rack I wanted, I did find one, but it was $500 US. By the time you had that, the shipping, the extra weight, everything else, it would have been more than what a small trailer would cost me. So learned how to do it, built it for $179 instead of about $1,000 to $1,200. So I like doing things myself, and that's one reason I want to get the printer. And at some point I want to learn how to design objects myself, or at least get someone, maybe even hire someone to design some items. But I'd like to do it on my own. So we'll see what happens there. But for now, we will go with some regular designs that others have. All right. So let me give that a little white. All right, let's try this. English. motor noise cancellation, vibration compensation. Wow. So for the ones that say can be done in 20, 30 minutes, it might be able to, but with the calibration and everything else and the bed leveling and everything, it looks like it's going to take 20 minutes or more just to get that done, but it's still not a long time. Bunch of Bambu Lab stickers as well, and decals. Are they fitting that? No. So we'll check back in once this finishes doing its thing. All right, so the calibration is done. So let's do our first test print. We'll try the Benchy. Lubrication first. Look at that. That came out nice. Very first print. So that's it. That's the first print. That's the Benchy. That came out clean. Other than, yeah, I can see the name and there's no stringing. Man. From prints I saw online, this here looks amazing. But obviously this is the first print of many, just getting started, and I have many more that I want to do, so we'll try those out and see what happens. But thanks for watching. Hope to see you on the next one. Let's DIY it.